Allow me to mention the signs that you must dump that woman before she does. Or when it's time to move on, how to know. But the main thing here, I want you to note that there is so much importance when it comes to dumping a woman first. Because it can only get worse. And you know, dumping her first, it is more beneficial to you than you might think. It is not necessarily a matter of you guys are separating, it is over, now you're moving on, finding somebody new. But for instance, let's just take it someone that you really love and you want to fight for your love and all. Dumping her first, actually, it can help you to keep her. In fact, it can help you to build a stronger love or relationship with her. And how do you do so on? What does it mean and what is the reason you should dump her first? So listen, the thing is this. It's when a woman becomes disrespectful, for instance, because those are the initial things. In fact, everything comes after disrespect. And it can only get worse. Just like any human being, become disrespectful even to someone we respect or to our elders. And the more they keep quiet, the more we become worse, to the point where now we don't fear them altogether. And we will always do things according to how we like. But if they are to set boundaries, if they are to shush us, we won't do that again. We will know the consequences. Hence, we do things hiding. Hence, we don't want them to know. We don't dare to mess with them directly. So that's what happens. When a woman, she begins to disrespect you, it begins there. It does not mean that she disrespected you today and you dump a bath. Just check. The more she disrespects you, the more she loses attraction towards you. And the more you live with that, the more you keep you keep it like that, or you keep up with her, the more she will get worse. And you know what's gonna happen? She's the one who's gonna dump you first. And the dumping first, you know what happens before the dumping? She will find a better man than you. And then when she realizes that she has totally lost attraction, she's no longer attached, she's attached to somebody else, this is just a fool. She will dump you first. But the beauty of dumping her first instead, this is what it does. Remember, she's disrespecting you, right? And as she's disrespecting you, day by day, her attraction towards you is going down. But remember, when she initially begins to disrespect you, does not mean that she has totally lost interest. It does not mean she has totally detached, but the graph is going down day by day. So what actually happens is this. When you dump her before she is ready to let you go, what it will do to her brain is the fact that, oh, now I have been dumped. Is he no longer attracted? Oh, you get me? On the other hand, she's still attached to you. Now the thought of no longer hearing your calls, oh no, she will realize she was not yet ready. She will cry. She will begin to think, what was I thinking? Remember, it's like when you dump her first, it's similar to catching her off guard. So what it will do is, of course, you will dump her. You guys, you likely are going to separate. But the beauty of that separation is this. She will have enough time to think. She will have enough time to see life without you. She will have enough time to hurt. And she will have enough time to get to a point where she realizes it's all her fault. As well as to see that, you know what, you don't need her. You can live without her. It's not like she was doing you a favor, but you were both doing each other a favor. Therefore, she gets to reflect on the bad that she has done and to see that having you, it's not guaranteed, meaning she stops taking you for granted. Taking people for granted is what leads to most people messing things up. So, but when you dump, when you push them away, when you tell them we don't have to do this, that makes somebody to realize, whoa, in the first place, why did I agree to being with this person? I noticed that I'm attracted. I noticed that we can help each other in life. We can build together. But now I put myself in a situation where like I'm losing them. Now they get to remember the reason they said no to you and why you guys were all together. Not because she was better than you or you were better than her, but you were all better for each other. And in order for you guys to make it work, you had to cooperate. So, but when she dumps you first, you are most likely never to get her back. And the beginning of a disrespect, it only gets worse. Haven't you heard the saying that goes like, a woman, when she dumps you, she did not decide on that very day that she wants to dump you. She dumped you 6 months before. During those 6 months, if you can recall, you realize that she had begun changing. She will spend less time with you, be disrespectful, then no longer call you with pet names, even via text. You get what I'm saying? You realize there were some things which she was doing up until she got to a point that like, whew, now I feel like totally I'm no longer attracted. And now I feel like I'm attracted to somebody else. I don't think I can even worry if I no longer talk to this dude. That is how a woman will come and dump you. That is when you find out that she's cheating. That is when she lets you go, tells you that it's over. But when she's still thinking about it, she's losing interest before she can even think of entertaining other men, or for that matter, making it real, she's still attached to you. That is when you strike. That is when you put her in line. Because at first you will warn her, but if she gets worse, strike before she does, it will work out. I remember one lady, before I got married, it was the similar thing. I remember I used to love her so much, but there was things that she was doing, and I realized how scared I was to lose her. I remember there was a time we went for like months without talking, and it was hectic. It was hell. You know what I'm saying? And then we started speaking again, but I could just see that this lady, nah, this is not working. This lady is just something else. And then there came a time I finally got over her. We spent like 3 months without talking again, disappeared, I didn't even care. So when she came back, not knowing, I had moved on by then. You get what I'm saying? And by then I was over her, like for real. I could no longer care about texting her. It's like she was the past. I was over her, as I'm saying. So you know what she did? She came back, we spoke for a bit. There came a time she started being disrespectful again. And we fought to an extent of blocking each other and all these things. That was it. She thought that he's gonna beg me, I don't care about you. And yeah, I didn't care as well. I blocked her as well. In fact, I think I blocked her first. Or I'm the one who did the blocking. She asked me to block her and I blocked her. So funny enough, a month later, that is when she reached out, asked me to unblock her and started to act humble and stuff like that. So you know, one thing I learned about that is like, was I still in love with this lady? Was I still attached? It would have been even hectic for me to go a month without talking to her altogether. So that taught me the power of keeping quiet, the power of letting someone go, because I let her go. She said block me and I blocked her. I was like, I never ever want to see you again in my life. I even told her straight. And indeed, hearing those words as she was seated, she realized that in fact, I need this guy. In fact, I thought I'm doing him a favor, but I need him. That's why she came back a month later. As a humble person. But the price I had to pay was to go a period without talking to her. But fortunately, for me, I was no longer attached. I didn't care at all. You know what I'm saying? So this is a technique that you must learn even when you're attached. You must learn to control yourself. Learn to go quiet. Learn to not text first. Learn to push them away. It will work for the better. And that's when I realized, oh, how many people are missing these chances. Only if you can develop the muscles to handle that distance, that space, that quietness. Even though we're still in love and attached, but if we can pretend as if we're over somebody, they would come back. Especially when you know they're being disrespectful. So, once you start to see a serious disrespect from a woman, dump her first. Let her go, move on. You will see. It will re-attract her, or for that matter, it might help you to find somebody better. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.